My name is Kirk Anthony Irons, and welcome to That's Fucking Interesting. That's fucking interesting. It's been a while, like a month or something. A lot's been going on. Yeah, man. Haven't really been inspired, but this month, an accumulation of all the happenings that's happened during the past month. I've been wanting to tell this or speak this truth for a while, and I'm ready today. I think I'm ready. This one has to do with coaching and competition. Coaching and competition. That's what this one's about. Welcome to That's Fucking Interesting. And it is fucking interesting. So, let's say you want to do a show. You want to do a bikini competition, men's physique, or any of the classes that are available to compete in, right? And you decide, it's your first show, and you decide you got to find you a coach. You go hire a coach. Okay. The coach is going to give you a meal plan, most likely, highly likely. Okay, so they're going to give you a meal plan. It's your job to follow that meal plan exactly the way the coach gives it to you. Not some of it, not most of it, not part of it, not some days yes, some days no, all of it. Okay, you got to do that. Just, like bare minimum, do that. Okay? You're already probably working out. That's probably why you want to do a competition. Unless the rare chance that you don't even fucking work out and you want to do a competition, then also follow the workouts. Okay? What I've experienced sometimes is, most people just starting out, first show or something, they don't know how long it's going to take to get where they're supposed to get. They don't know the criteria of what they're supposed to look like. They don't really know much. Okay, they've seen a few things and they have an idea. They know they want to look like a competitor and they want to make some type of change and maybe compete to win. But really you don't know shit is why you're getting a coach. And I'm just saying, you don't know shit. So allow the coach to coach. You know what I mean? If you pick, there's a million motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a million motherfuckers out there. If you chose the guy that you chose or the woman that you chose, right? You chose them for whatever reason. They were referred to you. You saw some posts and you thought the posts were what you wanted to look like. For whatever reason, you chose that motherfucker and paid them, right? At this time, just follow what they say, okay? To the letter, exactly, specifically, and then you go to the show, you place how you placed, and you can assess after the show is over if it was what you wanted it to be, or you want to, it lacks something and you want to find another coach, you know what I mean? If you didn't win, or even if you win for whatever reason. I find sometimes certain personality types, it's not everybody, certain personality types, they're determined to question everything. They're determined to be unhappy. You know what I mean? They have these high standards. And it's usually the people who are brand new. You haven't even done anything. You haven't really even worked out barely. And they got these high standards. And I'm like, yo, what? So they'll say, hey, are you sure of this? Are you sure of that? And I'm thinking to myself, are you sure, motherfucker? Are you sure? Are you sure? Not am I sure. I'm sure because I fucking told you. I gave you a plan. I sat down and designed a fucking plan for you. You know what I mean? And I'm watching your progress every week. Watching your progress. I've possibly told this person numerous times during the course of the first fucking week, or even before we even started our prep. I've told them what to prepare for, told them what not to worry about. Still, they're like, are you sure? I'm concerned about this, I'm concerned about that. Why are you concerned when you don't know fucking anything? You know nothing. You don't know how long it's going to take to get there. You don't know what you're supposed to look like. If you look in the mirror, you don't even know what you're looking at. And you're going to ask me, question me. If you don't have faith in me, quit now, no refund, and go find someone else. If you aren't sure. I mean, it's been a week, right? You got to understand, when I'm coaching somebody, especially a first-time athlete, I don't know what your breaking point is. I don't know what you're willing to go through. I don't really know that much about you, so I'm learning as we go. I can't be too harsh with you at the beginning. In my experience, I don't want to be too harsh with you at the beginning because you might not make it all the way to the end. Then, if I don't push you hard enough, maybe you don't look your best, and you're like, oh, I didn't look my best. Yeah, but I don't know what your breaking point is. So, weekly, I'm assessing it. And most, 99% of the time, I'm going to say 100% of the time, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing and why I'm making the decisions I'm making. As the leader in this situation, where I'm the coach, I have to be willing to fail and make mistakes to learn, so that we can navigate however many weeks, say 12 or 16 weeks, right, to get you to a show. I don't know what you can handle, what you can't handle. It's your first show. I don't even know what your body looks like yet until your body fat gets low enough. Most of the time when I meet somebody, when I'm training somebody for their first show, they're super fat, compared to stage standards. So I don't know what your shoulders really look like yet. I don't know what your abs or glutes or anything look like yet. I gotta wait till you lean out a little bit. We're gonna train the muscles that you need to train regardless. You know what I mean? We gotta train those muscles and develop them to give you a shape. So a lot of times at the beginning, we're just gonna hit those muscles whether they're developed or not. Okay? But I still don't really know what you look like. It's gonna take time before the plan starts unraveling and I start really looking at you and we can get even more strategic. Well, there's a certain attitude that's very difficult to coach. The first time athlete, more often than not, they have a lot of questions and they have a lot of fears and they have a lot of doubts, and it's so funny because they want to do one show, but they want to win the whole thing. I want to be the overall winner, first place. I want to win. Like, yeah, I know. The other 25, 30 motherfuckers that are going to be on that stage looking amazing, who put in the same work as you, they want to win too. Everybody wants to fucking win or you wouldn't be on stage. You understand? But, you know what I mean? There's other factors involved. Maybe there's people who are taking performance-enhancing drugs and you're not. You know what I mean? I'm not going to push that shit on you. I'm not going to tell you to take that shit. I'm just going to say on record, I'd love for all my athletes to fucking do steroids and take shit. Of course. It's going to be easier process. You're going to see your results faster. You're going to believe in it more. But I'm not going to be pushing that shit on y'all. I'm not pushing that shit. I'm not going to be known for a motherfucker that is giving out fucking steroids to everybody. If you want to do that as a coach and get all your dubs, like your wins, those wins aren't worth the risk for me. The risk isn't worth the reward. If you want to do it on your own, shit, I hope you do it. But I'm not going to tell you to do that. So most people that I'm training are natural. I'm not even going to say all of them. Most of them, I would say 90% of the people that I train are natural and it's their first show. So think about this person. They're dieting and shit, and they're looking online. They're probably looking at the hashtag for the show that they're gonna do, and they're looking at the other bitches doing this show, and they're like, oh fuck, this bitch looks amazing. This bitch looks amazing. This chick look, oh my god, I look like shit compared to them. I look like shit compared to them. First of all, you don't know what they're taking. You don't know what their program is. And you don't know what they're going to look like on the day of the show. And you don't know what you're going to look like on the day of the show. Because you have no idea how the body transforms over a certain amount of time, especially relative to what I'm giving you at the beginning. It's not going to be what I'm giving you at the end. Okay? So someone's looking at these people, they're looking at these other coaches, and they're thinking to themselves, I don't think I'm going to look like good. I don't know if he knows what he's doing. I don't know if he's making the right decision. Trust me, I'm making the right decision. Okay? If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. I'm not willing to do what some of the other coaches are willing to do. I'm willing to do what I'm willing to do. And I have a winning record. You know what I mean? I'm happy with the results that I'm getting. Do I know everything? Absolutely not. Can I dose you right with you know how much clenbuterol to take and how much T3 to take and how much I don't fucking know that shit, and I don't want to know that shit. I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? I'd rather someone else tell you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you the food, the workouts, and the cardio, and I'm gonna send you to Kimberly for the posing. I'm gonna send you to Sharon to get your suit done, and we're gonna pick a show and we're gonna do it. We're gonna guaranteed 100% you're gonna look better than you've looked your whole life. You're not gonna do the show and say I've looked better. Never. If a motherfucker say that, I guarantee you they didn't follow my shit 100%. I've had it recently where someone did a show and they felt like they didn't look their best. Well, okay, you didn't follow my shit the way I told you. You know what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. You didn't follow it the way I told you. You mean you can't just take bits and pieces. You can't take bits and pieces. Everything matters. Every little thing matters. When you get on stage, you're being judged by millimeters. Millimeters from the person who wins first place all the way to last place. The difference is millimeters. Okay? Every little thing counts. The amount of water. If I tell you 2 gallons, it's 2 gallons. It's not 1.5 gallons. It's not 1 gallon. It's not 3 gallons. It's 2 fucking gallons. All of it matters. So let's say you're a good athlete, you know what I'm saying? A good coachable athlete. You listen to your coach, you do well. You know what I mean? You get some good results. But let's say you don't win. Let's say you go, you get some great results as far as where you started to where you placed or where you ended up, but you don't win. Well, if you're an athlete, now you got to do another show. Okay? You should be competing until you win. Compete until you win. If that means you feel like I can't win with this coach, you can't win with me, fine. I will accept that I am like an elementary school teacher. Maybe I'm not a college professor like some of these other coaches, but my lane is I usually work with the newbies, rookies, and I take pride in that because it takes a special skill set to deal with these people who have an immense amount of fear. It's the unknown. They don't know how it's going to go. I have to show them every little fucking thing. Once they do one show with me, it changes everything. If you've coached somebody that I've coached already, you're dealing with someone who's super prepared because I've already covered everything and I've vocally shared everything with them. I've articulated a lot of the mental game of it, and I've prepared them. Their training, even the way they move the weight, is different from when I first met them. And a lot of coaches don't want to go through all that. A lot of the talent that you have is second, third. You know, some athletes have already even won shows or even placed nationally at shows. And then you're giving this coach all these props like, bro, like you're working with polished athletes. That's not my lane. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I understand it. I'm at the beginner level of the game. A lot of people I get are beginners. And I feel like it's very difficult. It takes a lot of patience and takes a lot of delicate care, which I feel that is one of my skills. You know what I mean? I'm really soft with people, but then also I'm harsh enough. At some point I get fed up and I'm like, yo, no more fucking pep talks. No more lectures. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Now you're disrespecting me. I've spent a lot of time in this. I've dealt with a lot of athletes. I've done over 30 shows. I'm not saying I'm fucking like the most amazing coach ever, but I'm a good fucking coach. You feel me? And I care about my people. Whoever signs with me, I give a fuck if you place. It matters to me that you are fulfilled at the end of this journey. And I treat you as such. If you want to do a show, if you've never done a show, you want to do a show, or even if you have done a show, be coachable. Listen to what your coach is telling you exactly. Do it exactly. If you don't do it exactly, you don't have room to complain. Don't question it if you don't know shit. You know what I mean? At least have some kind of foundation if you're going to start questioning. You know what I mean? If you're going to have some kind of foundation, then maybe we can have a discussion. I'm open to a discussion. If I had an athlete one time, they were like, yo, I do better with oatmeal than I do with the rice or with the sweet potatoes. It bloats me. I do better with the oatmeal. That was that girl's call. And we did it. We did the oatmeal. She looked tighter with the oatmeal. She knew something. We can have a discussion. You know what I mean? But asking questions, questioning me, is two different things. So listen to your coach from beginning to end. At the end, if you aren't satisfied with the journey, then maybe find another coach that might be better fit for you. I'm always open to coaching people, and I love taking people, you know, especially people who are coming from a long ways away and getting them to a show and making a big transformation. I take a lot of pride in that. If you want to train with me, message me. If you have questions, I will take the time to answer some questions. As long as it's not too in-depth, you might have to pay me for some of that shit. But a lot of it I've already discussed. But I don't mind answering questions. This is my career, my passion. You can always reach out to me. I just want to get this off my chest and share this with some of you if you're thinking about doing a show or you've already done a show. My name was Kirk Anthony Irons, and that's fucking interesting, man. It's fucking interesting.